And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade?
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Şengün, no good. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. Out to Payton. Kuminga down low. The Rockets pull it in. Houston moving the ball around. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And so Eason nails both of them. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Jackson Davis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Warriors trailed by 8. Here's Knox. Oh, that's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
In the corner, it's Eason. Another miss by Houston. Healed outside. To the inside. Pass to Payton. Trying to find Jackson Davis. And gets it to him. Outside, Kuminga. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the wide open shot from Green. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Green's got 5 now.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Here's Jackson Davis. Eason grabs the board. It's taken away by Payton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors trail by 5. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. They're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. It's rebounded by Houston. .121 left here in the second. And Thompson gets it to go.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
To the middle. They kick out to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Poked loose. Outside, Payton. Over Green. Here's Jackson Davis. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Pass to Smith. Smith drawing the double team. Here's Eason. Back to Green. Now here's Brooks. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Out to Payton. Fires from deep. Eason grabs the board. Pass to Knox. Healed outside. Back to Knox. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Rockets lead by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Warriors trailed by 3. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
And it's Van Fleet with the ball for Houston. Here he goes. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Man, unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Fleet's a strong finisher for his size.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Back to Smith. Launches it. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry deciding where to go with it. Green inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Just lost his head out there. It will happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
The Rockets making a switch here. Rockets leading by 3. Brooks outside. Out to the right wing. Şengün inside. The Warriors pull it in. Butler on the wing. 5 points in the game. Curry can't get it to go.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Good on the bucket.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Curry. And they get it. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Pass to Whitmore. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trailed by 5. Now the Warriors moving it up. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And you have to like how active Brooks is on the floor. Working hard to be where his team needs him on that break.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Knocked loose and stolen by Whitmore. Here's Adams. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Here's Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Van Vliet with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And some nice passing there by Houston. Shot clock at 5. It's good. 6 points for Fred Van Vliet. Warriors trailed by 9. Pass to Butler. Stolen by Brooks. To the right side. Şengün with the ball. Covered by Hield. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul.
No good on that one. And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Şengün. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. He will go to the line to shoot 2. The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Warriors trailed by 11. Shot by Hield, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Şengün, no good. Pass to Knox. Outside Curry. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Rockets ahead, leading by 8.
38.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Curry with it. To the inside. Here's Knox. Back to Jackson Davis. The rebound by Steven Adams. Houston leading by 10. Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You've got to respect his shooting and passing. Curry able to move defenders and create fouls.
Shooting for
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Houston.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
Pass to Şengün. Brooks from outside. The rebound by Hield. Warriors trailed by 8. Outside Butler. Now Jackson Davis. Adams defending.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
To the middle. Now Jackson Davis. Lock at 6. Down low. Back to Curry. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
That bucket in no time at all. And it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Knox. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Back to Van Vliet. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Rockets making a change here.
Hold the floor for your Rockets. Number 4.
And Thompson throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Jackson Davis. Curry wide open. And right through it goes. And that's 13 points for Stephen Curry. Again, Golden State.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
At the elbow, it's Thompson. Inside, Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Knox.
2 minutes.
There's the pick. Back to Hield. Outside Curry. Second shot opportunity. Yep, that one goes in there.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Green inside. And he banks in the layup. And the Rockets lead by 9.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Pass to Butler. Here's Jackson Davis. Adams defending. To the paint. Nice move. And it's Curry laying it in. Curry's got 19 points.
Smooth pick and roll action by Curry, getting himself open right where he wants to be.
Brooks with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Hield right side. Here's Knox. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Thompson looking for an opening. Thompson is doubled. Houston moving it around. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Look, one of Green's many advantages is how quickly he gets off the floor.
It's deflected. Now Şengün running the floor all by himself. And Thompson throws it down.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And stolen by Thompson. So we see Houston taking the W here, even early.
This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Three-pointer, no good. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And the basket by Castle.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Pass to Embiid. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's George. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
It's George on the wing. Now Embiid. Out to Gordon. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Spurs ball.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Barnes the screen. Fox outside. Knocks down the long J.
I like it. Setting up Fox that time, getting him something in rhythm.
To the middle. Stolen by Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Vassell can't get it to go. And the 76ers with possession. It's a three-point game. Puts one up from 19. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Outside Barnes. And it's off from three-point range.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Gordon outside. There's a screen. Pass to George. Now Embiid. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Pass to Embiid. No good.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league. He has such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Just 5 on the clock. Embiid. San Antonio with a rebound. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Fires it, and it's Maxey missing. On the wing, Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. There's a screen. This one for 3. Rebounded by Fox. San Antonio trailing here. Yes, it's good. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch. Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
To the paint. George. That one rolls around and rims out.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia on top, leading by 1. And back to the
13.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Back to Drummond. He's off on that one. Good D by Wembanyama. 3-on-3. The 3 from Barnes. He drops it from range. Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
Lowry outside. Drummond. The second effort. The kick out to Walker. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. George, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Outside Wembanyama. Outside Barnes. Again the miss by Barnes. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch his footwork and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Inside. Wembanyama. Another shot. Rebound by Philadelphia. Pass to George. Barnes with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Vassell. Outside for Wembanyama. Wemby attacking. That one rolls around and rims out. Now the 76ers with it. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Oubre. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Philadelphia shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he drops the first. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. To the inside. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has got 5 now.
Boy, the size and quick release Barnes has helps him inside. I mean, he feels very comfortable shooting from here.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. Oubre picks him up. From deep, Wembanyama. Walker pulls down the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Back to Maxey. George outside. Here's Embiid. And there's a 3-second violation. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's George. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 7.
Excellent D from Maxey that time, getting the steal and starting the break.
Barnes, it's good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Pass to Embiid. Oubre with it. Back to Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
4 on the clock. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. They get it back. Back to George. And another shot. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
The Sixers leading. Here's Oubre. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
Out to the wing. Here's Wembanyama. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Philadelphia on top. They lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Lowry. No points so far. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Back come the Spurs in transition. And he hits it to tie the game.
Athletic finish by Castle. Getting up to meet the lob and throwing it down.
Right side, Walker. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
For the lead. Ooh, rejected by Drummond.
Drummond likes to be in the middle of the action at both ends of the floor, playing defense and gobbling up rebounds. He makes a lot of good defensive plays.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Blocked! Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Drummond with the bucket.
You know, I would venture to say if you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still could score in double digits. He is an incredible offensive rebounder.
And here's Paul. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Shot from the inbounds. The shot by Sochan, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate and embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Here's Mamukelashvili. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Lowry drawing the double team. To the inside. McCain. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Stolen by Drummond. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Pulls up for three. And Kyle Lowry hits from deep.
And draining it from the corner. Lowry doesn't pass up shots like these.
Outside Paul. From behind the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And the basket by Edwards.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense. He checks all the boxes.
To the paint. Champagnie. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Back to Paul. It's stolen by Drummond. And here's Lowry from the arc. They get it again. Outside Edwards. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walker. San Antonio with a rebound. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Sochan outside. Pass to Branham. Soft touch off the glass. Branham's got his first bucket in this one.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
It's deflected. Over to the left wing. Here's Champagnie. Here's Sohan. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Spurs lead by 4. Kicks it out to Barnes. Wide open. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Gordon, left side. They set a pick. Kicks it to George. There's the triple. Counted from distance.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
The drive by Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish. 76ers trail by 3. Outside Oubre. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Back to George. Out to Oubre. George outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs lead by 5. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
First team foul.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's the pick. Here's Wembanyama. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Fox gets it to go inside.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Inside, Embiid. Off the left rim and out. Spurs lead by 8. On the wing, Vassell. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Embiid. So it's Philadelphia now. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. George, no good. Here's San Antonio now. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Pass to Wembanyama. And there's a pick. Takes the 3. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
George outside. And the jam by George.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Barnes, it's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Outside Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Here's Oubre. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on De'Aaron Fox. He drops the first one. And that brings him within 10. So Oubre nails them both. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 14-6 run. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to George. To the middle. Here's Embiid. That one is off. Good D by Wembanyama. Now Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Goes back up. Barnes with it. There's the three. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 15.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Spurs.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well-deserving of this win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Victor Wembanyama.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama with a bucket.
Boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. Just a great touch there.
Fires from way outside. And the miss. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sideline. Simmons can't get it to go. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Good work there as it goes.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now, here's Banchero. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Suggs with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Goes back up. Powell pulls it in. And here's Los Angeles. They set the pick. Here's Harden on the wing. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now, here's Suggs. Count it, good.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Kicks it out to Leonard from downtown. It's hauled in by the Magic. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Banchero. Banchero draws the double. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Simmons can't get it to go. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Here's Suggs after Ben Simmons' bucket. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Outside Leonard. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Suggs missing. The Clippers trail. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Harden outside. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It's a jump ball.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. To the paint. Over in the corner, Isaac. Back to Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Pass to Leonard. Launches a three. Drills it from outside.
Timeout.
Leonard's got 7 points.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the three from the other end.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Orlando leading. Now, here's Suggs. And stolen by Dunn. Inside. Suggs with the steal. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
13.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to Jones. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Second team foul.
Harden scanning the floor. Zubac.
And just a disciplined defender. Carter Jr. uses his instincts to make his opponent uncomfortable.
Magic leading by 4. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. First free throw is good. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Tries again. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. They get it back. Here's Bitadze. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's the break. Count it. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when he's in the open court, Harden has one thing on his mind: finish.
Here's Bitadze. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't block.
To the inside. De Silva. He's off on that one. Good D by Jones. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but he's also led the league in assists. So, pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Harden. Fires it up. The rebound by Bitadze.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
From 8. Pass to De Silva. Going inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Houston gets it to go. Houston's got his first basket. Harden with it. The layup missed.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Houston's shot is off. The Clippers trail. Pass to Harden. Picked his pocket. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Houston. There's the pick from past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Here now the Clippers.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here. The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Pass to Bitadze. The 3 from Anthony. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Orlando leading. And stand after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Leonard on the wing. Wants to get it to Eubanks, and does. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Eubanks got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Back to Wagner. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Banchero. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Christie. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Isaac right side. Pass to Eubanks. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Caldwell Pope on the wing. The 3. Here's Isaac. Off with the layup. The Clippers in the lead.
And you know, 2 guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
And there it is for him.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. For that time, working inside.
Down low, here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite. Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Now Leonard. 8 points for him. Powell, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And he commits the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Floor for the Clippers. Ben Simmons.
Wagner outside. Here's Bitadze. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul. Now into the lineup for your
second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. In the corner, Harden. Rebounded by Isaac. And it's the Magic's ball. The lead is 2. Inside. Here's Banchero. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Suggs. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Banchero. Stolen by Harden. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Suggs. Top of the key, Isaac. From deep. And Simmons with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Jones. Another shot. Orlando grabs the miss. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Kicks it out to Harden. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Orlando leading by 5. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Isaac outside. Now Wagner. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. Offensive rebound. That shot off the mark. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Here's Suggs. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Magic out in front, up 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Zubac. It's not going to go for him. Isaac with some nice D. And it's the Magic with the ball. Here's Suggs. On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Not enough on that one as it misses. Harden with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. The shot by Powell, no good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. And here is Suggs. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Harden outside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Over to the wing. Poked away. Leonard with the steal. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Nice defense from Wagner. Magic leading by 3. Driving in. Outside for Caldwell Pope. At the elbow, Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
To the inside. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by Isaac. Wagner on the wing. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 3-pointer. And it's Wagner missing. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Leonard. He's covered by Isaac. And here is Zubac. Back to Leonard. Harden outside. In the corner, Powell with it. Shot clock at 6. Connects from 3-point range. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Banchero looking around. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Wagner outside. Pass to Bitadze. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Inside. And stolen by Wagner. Takes a 3. Now, here's Suggs. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Christie can't make it. Orlando leading. And stolen by Leonard. Zubats with it. Picked up by Suggs. That gives them the lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Leonard on the wing.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Suggs. Knocks down the trifecta.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Pass to Zubats. Shakes him. It drops. A huge shot to tie it up.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Wagner wide open. And the three off target. Harden left side. Now here's Leonard. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Here's Simmons. Pass to Leonard. From deep. He's off from three. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We got more in store for you. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate. Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating. Frustrating as heck. Back to Bogdanovich. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. 2 teammates not on the same wavelength there. And there's the drive. Suggs. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Coming on the floor for the Clippers.
And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. Here's Banchero. And that one, good.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
It's Harden with the drive. That shot, no good. Great defense that time from Banchero. The layup off target. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Pass to Banchero. Here's the screen. Isaac right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you want to see that. Isaac getting deep post position. He loves putting the defense in a tough spot, always looking to get to the line.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Pass to Harden. Lets it go with a three. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now.
Suggs looking around. Into the lane. Yes, that goes in.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
A three from Bogdanovic. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
And this team has complete faith in Bogdanovic's ability to hit big shots. This guy just doesn't seem to feel the pressure.
Wagner outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. That one, no good. So the Magic win it. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Home court advantage goes to the Mavericks playing here in the American Airlines Center.
Big Cat says, take that.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now, here is Irvin. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, Irvin can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
Now here's Towns. Back to Brunson. Pass to Towns. There's the three. Another miss by Towns. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. There's a screen by Washington. Outside Irving. Irving double team. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Just 5 on the clock. Plays it up and banks it in.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. Can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And here are the Knicks. They trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Anunoby. And falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
Make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And it's Towns missing. And so here is Dallas. Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
And he gets it back. And the dunk by Towns. Irving with a clean look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Mavs.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
Here's Irving. He's got 6. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The big fella spotting up, and AD more than capable of knocking it down.
Here's Brunson. The kick out to Towns. Hits it from three-point range. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Poke loose. Stolen by Anunoby. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And that ties it up.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Brunson with it. He's picked up by Irving. Back to Brunson. Bridges outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
You know, looking at Towns, you really don't expect that kind of range. You better think again, though.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brunson. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Driving the lane. Towns at the elbow. 5 to shoot. Out to Brunson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in the top. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
And you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Nailed from three-point land.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Boy, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Pass to Christie. Back to Irving. Here's Christie. Thompson outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Off target from three-point range. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Brunson. Outside, Towns. Pass to Hart. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, off the turnover that time, Washington doing a good job scoring because he hustled down the court.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Over in the corner, Washington. Dallas moving the ball around. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bridges got his second bucket of the game to go.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
Out to Thompson. A three. It's rebounded by New York. Anunoby outside. And Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down. It's clear that Davis loves to put on the show for the fans, and putting on the show is exactly what he's doing.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Towns. It's Hart on the wing. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
New York trailing. Down low. From in close. Out to Brunson. To the inside. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Irving with it. Now guarded by Towns. Releases from 15. He squares up and sinks it. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, yeah. Irving, he has the mid-range in his bag now.
1:04 left to play here in the half. Here's Brunson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on the season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
Thompson for the triple. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Pass to Robinson. Wants to get it to Irving and does. Over Hart. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Dallas leading by just 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. They lead by 1. Pass to Gafford. Stolen by Robinson. For the finish. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Christie. Screen by Gafford. Back to Irving. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Big substitution. Number 17, P.J. Tucker.
Here's Marshall. Makes it off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Gafford with the steal. Left side, Irving.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Marshall hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Inside, Anunoby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby. who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Here's Gafford. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Shots good by Achua.
And you see how Brunson's fine-tuned his playmaking ability. That pass on time and on point.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And he banks in the layup. Gafford's got 4 points now in the quarter. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
The Mavericks leading. Pass to Exum. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
For Dallas, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the first one drops. Exum hits them both. McBride with the ball. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Dallas. Now Exum to the inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Robinson left side. Pass to Shamet. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Tucker can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 3. Down low. Gafford. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Gafford's got 8 points in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket and the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Kolek. Out left to the wing. And here's Tucker. Scoreless thus far. And that one's good. Kolek.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And here's Marshall. Screen by Gafford. Here's Exum. Robinson pulls it in.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
There's a screen by Robinson. Tucker. Robinson. Goes up again. And the dunk by Robinson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Lively.
15 seconds left to play in the third. And finished off by Lively.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first points in this one.
seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Back to Exum. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. To the left side wing. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Davis really going up strong once he's near the basket. Love seeing him do that.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby. New York moving it around. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Bangs home the trifecta.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson's excellent accuracy.
Here's Dallas. 4-on-3 break. Pass to Davis. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. Towns looking around. Bridges. Brunson outside. Brunson, no fear down low.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And Anunoby slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Pass to Towns. Here's Hart. Kept alive by New York. Anunoby outside. 5 on the clock. Picked by Bridges. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Dallas. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Inside, here's Davis. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Knicks trailed by 5. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
Man, how about the cool, calm, collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Dallas leading by 3. Off the inbound. And there's the nice layup by Irving.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket. And that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And that one's good. Brunson.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. What a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Irving double team. Pass to Christie. To the inside. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And the Mavericks lead by 6. To the middle. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. So it's the Mavericks now. Out to Thompson. Pass to Washington. From outside, off the mark. Knicks trail by 6. Baseline jumper. Will not go. This is off the front iron. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Irving. Rebounded by Hart.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Back to Towns.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
On the wing, Davis. The kick out to Irving. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Pass to Towns. Out to Brunson. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
Oh, I thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being...
It's the Phoenix Suns facing the New Orleans Pelicans. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Richard's shot is off.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Points will come at a premium tonight, Richard. These are two of the stingiest defenses in the NBA.
Yeah, these games were a grind to play in. You're fighting for every bucket. So the little things, like an extra possession here or there, those will be huge.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
And that one's good. Williamson.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Outside Durant. And the shot goes down.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's New Orleans now. Here's Murray. Out to McCollum. Outside Jones. Pass to Williamson. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Durant's shot is off. And it's Williamson with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. There's McCullough with the three. And the Suns pushing it up now. And Durant gets it to go.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
Now Murray. Down low. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Booker. And Williamson with the block.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone. Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Durant for three. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 7.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Here's Allen. Richards. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific.
Okay, knockout.
Wow. And few sights are more impressive than Zion taking flight and absolutely annihilating the rim.
With the second effort, Richards pulls it in. The Suns leading. To the middle. Here's Durant. The Pelicans pull it in. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding. But Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Now here's Williamson. 6 points for him. Kevin Durant with a rebound.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Murray with the ridiculous handle and quickness. He is so aggressive with that move.
Pass to Durant. Allen on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Oh, they get a hand on it. 6 on the shot clock. Beal outside. 18 feet out. Durant, no good.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Now here's Murray. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And giving them what they want, the incredible dunking ability of Zion on full display.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Bold. And it's all from three-point range. Jumps up. Oh, and the big Williamson.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? For three, Booker. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Zion Williamson has been on display for the Pelicans. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. Some good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Now here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, such an impressive night for Zion. He has the ability.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed. Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of this game. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Now here's Booker. Back to Durant. KD jams it straight down.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
To the paint. Up and in on the layup. Williamson's gotten 4 this quarter.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Booker. To the inside. Beal. Inside. Who poked away. Pass to Williamson. Powerful play from Zion at the rim.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Murray. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Beal from outside. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's Beal's wheelhouse. Catch and pop.
Pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside O'Neal. Over Williamson. O'Neal misses. The Pelicans lead by 8. Fires the 3. Kevin Durant pulls it in. And here are the Suns now. Here's Booker. Tries again. Pass to O'Neal. Five to shoot. Here's Durant. Kevin Durant, unfazed by the D. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Murray from outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pelicans are still developing their on-court chemistry. Coach Willie Green said this group is still pretty young in terms of being on the floor together. We're starting to figure it out. We just have to stay committed and continue to be elite on both ends of the floor, and it starts with our defense. B.A.?
They've really got something, Allie. Thanks. And here's New Orleans now. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Pass to Williamson. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And so it's New Orleans with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Murray, no good. Suns trail by 3. Right side O'Neal. Pass to Bol. Back to O'Neal. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively. Nice execution on the inbound. Just how you want to draw it up.
Pass to Olynyk. For 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Olynyk's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bol.
Substitution on the court.
5 ticks left in the first half. Zion Williamson has been on display for the Pelicans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word.
29.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Alvarado. McCollum on the left side. Outside Olynyk. A deep 3. Bol grabs the board. Suns trail by 4. Pass to O'Neal. From the arc. Rebound by Olynyk.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Robinson Earl with the bucket. Here's Booker. 5 points in the game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Booker can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity. A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to McCollum. Here's Robinson Earl. Let's go with a 3. McCollum's shot is off. Suns trail by 4. Booker for 3. Oh! Booker with the triple.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And stolen by Booker. Pass to Durant. And he comes up with a bucket. Durant's got 17. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Outside Olynyk. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Here's Booker. Count it, and one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. Hey, Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Now here's Murray. To the middle. And stolen by Bol. Down low. The Suns have another fast break opportunity here.
Don't laugh at me when I say this, but there is too much strength from Kevin Durant. Now with the chance to add one more.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces it up.
Here's McCollum. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Booker drives in. Durant's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 7. McCollum outside. To the left wing. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. He's got 5.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And it's Pelicans ball. Pass to Williamson. Oh, throw it down. Wow. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's gotten so good at finding the open man. Murray does it again.
Now here's Durant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to Jones. And here's Murray. Screen by Olynyk. And it's Murray off the drive. The kick to Olynyk. Goes back up. 4 on the clock. Jones from outside. Bol grabs the board. The Suns lead by 4. Out left to the wing. Outside Booker. Back to Bol. Here's the 3. It's not going to go for him. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Here's Booker. After the basket by New Orleans. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make and 9 tries so far. McCollum outside. Here's Olynyk. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. These are his first free throws of the game.
First team foul.
That one's off. And the second free throw is good. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Plumlee's got his first 2 points.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
The Suns, 51.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Mike Budenholzer said to the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. The kick to Olynyk. Pelicans keep it alive. Pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. It's Booker on the wing. To the inside. Durant. Rebound by Olynyk. Murray inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
That was let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Booker surveying the floor. Rebound by Olynyk. And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. 7-point differential. Pass to Olynyk. Outside Murray. The kick to Olynyk. Stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Suns. And Booker with the jam.
And we've spoken about Booker's two-way abilities. There we saw it all in one sequence.
For three, McCollum knocks it down from distance.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Now here's Murray. Softly drops in the floater.
Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
Pass to Booker. Up top, Durant. Back to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
Pass to Williams. Whoa! Nice! What a huge jam!
Gracious!
Big time right there!
Now look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
Here's Williamson. Bradley Beal with a rebound.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
The three, Booker. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Phoenix leading by 8. Outside Durant. Over Jones. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Back to Beal. And that comes off the assist by Durant. And now it's a 12-point Suns lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Jones. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Can they get it? And Williamson throws it down.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. The Suns lead by 10.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Suns.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And so it's Phoenix with it after the basket by New Orleans. Out to Beal. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And just not enough time for them to get back.
Oh, big finish! Wow.
Okay, I see you.
17 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Durant. Over Jones. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
No good. So Phoenix wins it. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Holmgren. Fires from deep. Cole grabs the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
And the three-pointer goes.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
On the wing, Durant. Pass to Beal. Durant inside. Here's Dunn. Outside Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. There's the drive. Here's Caruso. Doesn't go that time. Beal with some nice D. And Durant gets it to go.
The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Daigneault.
And KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Durant draws the double. And stolen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. To the middle. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Caruso with it. Now guarded by Booker. Caruso misses.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding. But Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Holmgren. The rebound by Devin Booker.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Bol. No good on the three. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And it's Caruso on the take. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Durant. They double team Durant. Here's Bol. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Suns trail by 4. Durant with it. Caruso covers. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Alex Caruso. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game. Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's an elite scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's Holmgren missing. On the wing, Durant. Give him 8 points now. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it to tie the game. Durant's got 10 points.
And Durant's jumper is as pure as it gets. You just assume ahead of time it's going in.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Pass to Bull. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
I like Beal's vision. Makes a great read on this pass.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And stolen by Booker. Durant with it. Over to the wing. The fadeaway. That shot off. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in the... Man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Phoenix, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Pass to Bull. Just 5 on the clock. Dort with a steal. That's tipped. Beal with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Left side Durant. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. 12 points for him. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
The shot's good.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix leading by 6. Pass to Booker. The 3. Durant with another miss. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Hartenstein. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Durant with it. And it's Dort picking him up. 13 feet out. Durant with another miss. Thunder trail by 4. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Durant from behind the arc. And Bull hits from deep. Bull's got 5.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. It's tipped.
Impeccable defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. For a guard, he blocks a fair amount of shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. There's a screen. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Clock at 2. Williams from long range. Drops in the 3. He's got 11.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
On the wing, Durant. 14 points for him. Pass to Bull. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Can't tie it up. That one misses. The Suns leading. Shot on the wing. Good.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Number 8, Grayson Allen.
50 seconds left in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Phoenix leading by 4. Pass to Durant. Durant owning the inside.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Durant covering. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Durant inside. Misses in close. Inside. Now Caruso. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Caruso's got his first 2 points. And it's the Suns with the ball. 4-point game. Beal outside. Offline with a 3. And stolen by Booker. Up in time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Phoenix out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Suns lead by 4. An open look for Durant. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Durant's got 18 points in the game.
Of all the things that Durant is great at, that pull-up shot is up there. It's devastating if you're a defender.
Oh, it's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Richards with a screen. Pulls up on the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter. Thunder trail by 5. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And, of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. And here's Dort. Booker defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Joe.
Nice defense by Beal. I like seeing him make an impact on this end.
The Suns lead by 5. Here's Durant. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Holmgren. Right side, Williams. Left side, Joe. Back to Williams. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That one on O'Neal.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the game. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Stolen! Pass to Durant. Here he goes. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And you see those long strides of Durant eating up ground in a hurry.
Down low. Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 4. And stolen by Williams. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
To the inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holmgren's got 7.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Allen with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Durant. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. In transition, here they come. Fires the 3. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, it's good. He has 6.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Screen by Durant. To the middle. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Up top, Holmgren. O'Neal pulls it in. The Suns lead by 8. The Suns, another fast break opportunity here. Allen can't get it to go. Outside Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Joe. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. And here's Holmgren. The 3. The shot no good.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
3 on 3. Here's Joe. Tries again. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead. Up by 6. And we've got more action coming.
39.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Thunder trail by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Pass to Holmgren. Wide open. Outside for Dort. To the paint. Chet not messing around inside.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
Lee on the wing. The 3 is up. Here's Bull. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Suns lead by 6. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Williams with the screen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Bol Bol.
I like whenever Holmgren uses his length to his advantage. Great at forcing the D to foul him inside.
Phoenix making a switch here. Both free throws good from Holmgren. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Phoenix leading by 4. Beal outside. Pass to Bowl. Takes a 3. The shot comes out.
And sometimes on defense, they can just get lucky.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 from Holmgren. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Beal's shot is off. Here's Oklahoma City now. Here's Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Beal with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Pass to Bowl. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Caruso outside. Williams on the wing. Screen by Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Dort. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks it from distance.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Inside to take the lead. Outside, Williams. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And Booker has got the ball here for Phoenix. Booker off the bounce. Yep, count it.
There is no shot too big for Booker. He lives for these moments.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the Suns making a change here.
13 foul. Sun substitution.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Beal outside. Outside Bull. Clock at 4. Back to Beal. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Suns lead by 4.
Let him know, Beal. That is a huge shot.
For 3, Booker. Caruso grabs the board. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Beal with some nice D. The Suns lead by 4. Dunn outside. Down low. Here's Bull. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Gilgeous-Alexander up top. The 3 from Holmgren. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Durant. Booker drawing the double. Just 5 to shoot. Durant with it. And it's Dort picking him up. And the ball out of play. The Thunder will have it. And we've got a timeout call by Mark Daigneault. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Now here's Booker. Dort with a steal. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Outside, Williams. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Here's Durant. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns making a change here. And both free throws good for Durant.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Pass to Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take two free throws.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And Williams drops them both. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Fires hitting the triple. Dunn's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's SGA. The 3 from Holmgren. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Dunn outside. Here's Booker. They've led by as much as 10. Durant way outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Beal picks him up. Williams misses. On the break. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 33 points.
Get it out ahead on the break. That's what you want to do, and he delivered with that pass.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this position because once he does, he makes you pay.
In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
That's to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Launches a 3. The shot off that time.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Here's Durant. A strong finish from KD inside.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Durant draws the double. Back to Dunn. Pass to Durant. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Second team foul.
Free throws good from Durant.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And Durant gets it to go.
Assist from Bradley Beal.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 8. Puts it up.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a